Good, happy Tuesday morning, March 19, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Queen City firefighters rescue dog, cat from culvert. Manchester firefighters rescued 2 animals from a culvert on Monday. Firefighters were called to Circle Road late in the afternoon for a rescue involving 2 animals. Officials said a man was walking his dog when he lost control of the dog as it began chasing a cat that ran by. The dog chased the cat into a culvert where both animals became stuck. First responders found both animals in the pipe, which ran under the roadway. Firefighters ran a fire hose with low pressure, forcing water into the pipe to encourage the animals to come out. The dog came out first into the waiting arms of his owner. The cat later came out and ran off, avoiding human contact. Both animals appeared to be uninjured, officials confirmed. Portsmouth considers ban on plastic bags, straws, takeout containers. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
Homewood's Furniture and Design Center is having their biggest Moonlight Madness sale ever. This
new ordinance bans more items than just plastic bags. It also seeks to eliminate plastic straws and containers from city businesses.
Everyone could simply say, you know what, plastic shopping bags, these plastic containers, I could do without them.
City Councilor Josh Denton is behind the ordinance, citing climate change.
I'm not taking away anyone's right to do something, but that being said, I do think climate change is a huge issue, and it's our culture that's driving climate change.
City councilors discussed the ordinance tonight. It comes after a similar push to ban plastic bags failed 2 years ago. The city attorney citing concerns over state law at the time. People downtown seem to support the idea.
Everyone's capable of doing it. We just have to make that first step.
If we're just a little bit more conscious of our use of things that aren't biodegradable, it's probably better for the environment.
And some businesses that would have to implement the change say they can also get on board.
It's really nice for the environment. It's great. The only downside is paper goods are more expensive for businesses. Altogether, it's a really easy change. We already use it for most of our things. Our Kennebunk store does only do paper.
Denton adding awareness of climate change has grown since 2017, and he's getting more support for the change this time. And tonight, city councilors voted to send that ordinance to the city attorney to see if they even have the legal basis to implement this. Live in Portsmouth, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire Animal Sanctuary in urgent need of donations to help animals in need of expensive rehabilitation. Anonymous donors matching up to $10,000 in donations. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
Furniture and Design Center is having their biggest Moonlight Madness sale ever.
They all have serious medical issues, and the organization that's caring for them needs help.
We're just hit hard. Our medical fund is nearly depleted.
Live and Let Live Farm has 3 animals that require expensive rehabilitation. Sanctuary founder Teresa Paradise says in December, Dune was found wandering in Ackworth.
He was so emaciated, it was just like a carpet over the bones.
Paradise says police followed the horse's tracks back to a farm where there were other starving horses. It's believed Dune has a bone infection in his face. He needs a CT scan and surgery.
It's life or death. If the surgery isn't done, then we have to euthanize him.
This little cutie is Ruby. At just about 8 weeks old, this young goat had to have both of her rear legs amputated after they were dead from frostbite.
Ruby is resilient on those front legs. Paradise says she was born on a frigid day in Sutton and the frostbite set in too fast.
We want to get her fitted for a wheelchair, and when she's full grown, prosthetics.
And then there's Obby. The coonhound was surrendered by a family who couldn't afford surgery for a torn ACL. An anonymous couple will match up to $10,000 in donations for the animals.
We've done so many rescues in the last year, but these are 3 big ones all at once, and we just need help.
To donate, visit this story on WMUR.com. In Chichester, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we encourage all of our viewers to help and donate the Live and Let Farm Sanctuary. Search underway for Manchester's next school superintendent. Input meetings begin Monday and today. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Homewood's Furniture and Design Center is having their biggest Moonlight Madness sale ever.
And tonight the search is underway for Manchester's next superintendent. This afternoon, meetings were held at Memorial High School with students and teachers, plus school and city leaders. Current Superintendent Dr. Bulgin Vargas is resigning next month. The firm that's doing the search is gathering feedback today and tomorrow.
This is a community on the way up. This is a school district that has a high degree of excellence, and it's up to us now to keep that moving forward.
We're going to need somebody tough as nails, that's had enough experience in broad areas of life.
Now there's more meetings set to happen tomorrow at West High School. The next superintendent will be named in May.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Nashua, Moscow locks doors for security following terror attack. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Gene Mackin.
Do you need a new roof but think you can't afford it? Our average customer pays $7,500 for a total roof replacement, and we have finance plans with payment options under $150 per month. Call today. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
The heartbreak from New Zealand is felt here at the Islamic Society of Greater Nashua.
It doesn't matter whether he's Muslim or non-Muslim. Any tragedies is the bad tragedy. Every time it happens.
This mosque feels a connection to other mosques and all victims of terror attacks. A statement on their website condemning the attacks appeals to everyone to come together at this difficult time to stamp out the evil of Islamophobia and all other hatred based on race and religion.
When you spend your time with negative energy and hate, why don't you convert that to a positive energy and love?
Muslims anywhere, there's a saying in our religion that if one part of the body hurts, the rest of the body feels it too. So Muslims are like that too. We have a very tight community.
There has always been an open door policy at this mosque, but after what happened in New Zealand, they have chosen to lock the doors, at least for a while.
Which usually is unheard of, but the times are certainly like that we have to be more vigilant for security and safety of the community.
The Islamic Society of Greater Nashua invites people of all faiths to come learn about Muslims and their mosque. They offer outreach to schools and hold open houses, hoping understanding is one path to peace. In Nashua, Jean Mackin, WMUR, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Mud season means tough driving on many town roads. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Kristen Carosa.
The spring thaw is officially underway in New Hampshire, something road crews in places like Sunapee prepare for each year.
It's the nature of the beast in New England.
More than half of the gravel roads in the town are starting to thaw, making driving difficult.
We'll fill in potholes to start, and then we'll start filling in the ruts, and then we'll start grading the gravel roads to try to keep them smooth.
But over the weekend, crews ran out of gravel and had to have it shipped in from Newport and Lebanon.
Everybody wants the same thing right now, whether it's crushed ledge or crushed gravel, pea stone, sand. Everybody's trying to get it all at once.
But it's a different story in Epsom. Crews have been using stones like these instead of sand when treating the gravel roads in the winter, which is helping combat the muddy conditions.
The stone pounds into the top of the road and makes like a pavement.
Road agent Gordon Ellis says they made the transition 12 years ago.
We haven't had muddy roads in at least 6 years.
Back in Sunapee, drivers are being urged to take it easy on the dirt roads as they work to improve them.
When it freezes at night and then warms up during the day, you can expect anywhere from 2 weeks to a month sometimes. There's still probably a foot to 18 inches of frost under the ground, under the gravel roads.
So we certainly have some time to go here. Now, in the meantime, crews are asking drivers to avoid driving over potholes like these, which will hopefully prevent someone from getting stuck. We're live in Loudon tonight. Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Asia markets decline ahead of Fed meeting. Shares in Asia mostly traded lower on Tuesday afternoon ahead of a closely watched meeting by the U.S. Federal Reserve set to kick off later in the day. Stateside. Woman who pushed a friend off bridge pleads guilty. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
It's really important to me. I created a rock star.
There for you when it matters most. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone, and Apple Music on us with Unlimited. Only on Verizon.
Tonight, a guilty plea from a young woman who pushed her friend from that bridge in Washington State. 16-year-old Jordan Holgerson, she was the one pushed. She broke several ribs, punctured both lungs in that 60-foot fall. Taylor Smith will be sentenced next week. She faces up to a year in jail.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. A young Washington State woman has pleaded guilty to pushing a now former friend off a 60-foot bridge last summer. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.